What is up, guys? It is B Patriots Gaming coming at you with the second video of our sniper description series, sniper review series. Now today, because we're going in order, we have the M40A5. I was personally very excited to use this weapon and to try it because when I started off sniping, I used a CSLR4 because that's what it came with, and I looked through the stats and I'm like, this gun is the same exact thing as this, so why would I use the M40A5? And so I just went along and I got to the JNG90 and I actually switched because the range is a little bit better. All I looked were the base stats here, and I never really looked deep into why I would choose any other gun other than the CSLR4. But as I've gotten better and finished unlocking all the sniper rifles, I look back and I've thought wow, I mean, if I were to use the M40A5, the Scout Elite, the SV98, I mean, it would have been a lot better. It would have been a lot more fun. And so being able to come back and actually do it for a purpose, it was really fun. And just to start off, I mean, look at the stats. Of course, these are identical, and every video for the series, so for instance, next video I will be comparing the Scout Elite to the M40A5, just because I talked about the M40A5 and the base, of course, is CSLR4. So this video on Simthic, I'm going to be doing the M40A5 versus CSLR4 just to see the differences, and of course I will talk about the regular stats of the M40A5. So for the M40A5, it has the same damage, accuracy, hip fire range, and stability as the CSLR4. As you can see here, the charts are the same. Magazine size is 11 right here for the M40A5, and the ammo type is the 7.62 x 51 NATO. Right now, I don't have that much unlocked for it. Accessory-wise, I mean, I have some sights here. That's for more close range, which this gun is really fun close range. If you put like 4 times on it, it's pretty good. And of course, I have the 6, 7, and 8 times scopes. And I like to use 8 times a lot for medium to longer and even sometimes short range. Variable zoom is great with it in case you get into a situation where there's maybe a guy in a building cross map. You can definitely use it and take him out. The suppressor is really good for close range. Maybe if you're on Operation Locker or maybe a different game mode than Conquest where it's close range, that's a really good one to use. I do not think I have any, no, I have no auxiliary here, which kind of stinks. Sometimes, to me, the bipod can get annoying when you're laying down and it takes a long time because it messes up your aim and stuff when you have to put the bipod down and then shoot. The straight pull is definitely my favorite attachment out of all of them. I mean, of course, the scope is the most important, but I mean, if you already generically have a scope on it, if I could only choose one accessory, I'd definitely choose a straight pull. That is the best recon accessory there is, in my opinion, of course. So let's head over to the M40A5 stats on simthic.com. If you don't know what that website is, it's a great website. Has a bunch of different games to compare to, weapon info, I mean, general info about the game, a bunch of stuff like that. It also has a really cool feature, which I'm using right now, which is the comparing feature. So you pick a weapon, 2 attachments if you want, another weapon, 2 attachments, and it completely compares all the stats. I'm just going to do the bare bone gun right here, just M40A5, nothing on it, versus the CSLR4, nothing on it. Of course, the advantages for the M40A5, if you've ever used it and it seems more comfortable, the reason why is because it has a much faster empty reload and a slightly higher rate of fire. So if you're shooting, you'll get a lot more bullets down range, and it doesn't take you as long, at least, to change your magazine, which is always really nice. When I was using it, I mean, the CSLR4, some people really like it, and I mean, it is a good sniper rifle and everything. There's no sniper rifle that's really bad that I can just say it absolutely is just awful on the battlefield. But to me, it's just awkward to use it. It's really hard to describe, but that's the best word I can use, awkward to use. It doesn't feel right, even though it's a video game, it doesn't feel right when I use it. But the M40A5 feels much more comfortable. I mean, of course, it's a controller, same controller, but it feels more comfortable when I'm using the M40A5. The advantages of the CSLR4, slightly higher maximum distance, a bit faster tactical reload with bullets left, so that's if you have any amount of rounds left, and you just end up, you're just sniping somebody, you kill them, you still have 3 bullets left, but you don't want to just run off with 3 bullets, you want to reload. That's exactly what that is. And muzzle velocity, the CSLR4 has a much higher muzzle velocity, and that's what you notice when you're using the M40A5, is that after switching from CSLR4 or any other gun with a faster muzzle velocity, you see that the bullet takes longer, and even if it's just, I mean, a half a second, which, I mean, even, that seems really slow, but even in Battlefield, that's really fast. That could be life or death. But this, like, 1/10 of a second, and you will notice the difference between how fast the bullets are flying. Even if it's just 1/10 of a second, you'll be like, that doesn't look right, and then you'll just be confused. Well, you won't be confused, but you'll be like, well, that doesn't feel too good. So muzzle velocity, even though it's higher for the CSLR4, I still like the M40A5 with it. And muzzle velocity is one of the main things I look into when I'm using a gun. Now, these are all the equalities, and the reason why I saw the stats were equal on battle log is because lots of them are. I mean, damage maximum, all snipers have 100 damage maximum, I think. Minimum damage, same. I mean, everything seems to be the same here. Now, if I go to just the regular stats of the CSLR4, or not the CSLR4, the M40A5, I can go through just it separately and just talk to you about more about gameplay and stuff like that. Definitely when I was using it, even though it is a sniper rifle, compared to some other sniper rifles, it definitely seems like one that you could use close range. So on Operation Locker, I could throw on a red dot sight or maybe a 3.4 or 4 times scope and a suppressor, and it would just work really well. I mean, I think it's really fun to use a sniper rifle in close range like that, just because I'm not used to, it's different to put on like a different scope for it. A short range scope on a sniper rifle is just kind of fun to me. So it's really fun to do that, but then they aren't that good in close range, which of course makes sense. Now here are the stats just by itself for the M40A5. We talked about some of them, but let's just see the charts here by itself. Max damage, of course, 100. Minimum is 59. Some of the drop off, so like the drop off start. So after 12.5 meters, if you are within 12.5 meters of your enemy and you shoot them, it is going to be 100 damage. Of course, not in the foot, but in the chest, and the head is always a headshot, one-shot kill. Drop off N and everything. Here's the chart from, of course, 100 damage, straight chart all the way down to its minimum damage of 59. Magazine size 11, which reason it was on battle log was 10 was because there's one in the magazine here. Bullet drop, that's 9.81 meters per second squared. So that's how much after you fire it, that's at the rate that the bullet will go down towards your target. That's why you have to aim above, and that's why there's zeroing feature on your sniper rifles, so that it cancels out the bullet drop. I mean, it doesn't cancel it out, but it helps you with it. The reload, empty, is 4 seconds, and the reload with bullets left is 2.7 seconds. And so empty, of course, no bullets in your magazine, and reload left would be bullets within your magazine. Just some of the recoil and some of the spread stats. Other than that, that's all. Pretty much all that's for the M40A5. All in all, I personally think it's better than the CSLR4. And of course, after I'm done with all the guns, I will release a video showing my list of categorized on which sniper is my favorite and which sniper is my least favorite for lots of different categories. Well, maybe not lots, but for different categories. For instance, like long range sniping, where you're just laying back in your spawn, just sniping across the map. Assault sniping, which maybe you put on an 8 times, 7 times, or 6 times, and you're on the front line, or maybe a little bit behind the front line, pushing towards the objectives, and every now and then you'll see an enemy ahead, so you stop, take your scope, you get him in the target, and then you hit him. Or maybe in close range, you come up on a guy and no scope him or quick scope him. Assault sniping is pretty fun to use when you get the hang of it. Of course, sniping is one of the only classes where it feels different when you're using it. You can pick up any machine gun and shoot a guy, but sniping is a little bit different. This is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.